Today, from San Diego, California, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's San Diego taking on the Denver Broncos.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is...
Here now to get us started is Logan Cook. And we are underway here on EA Sports. With it on the return now, here's Westbrook. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. 2nd and 2. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Smith. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
If you just break it down in individual terms, he played really well last week. 0 interceptions, 3 touchdown passes. Not a whole lot more he could have done to win that game. But you know something's funny, when we talked to him, all he focused on were throws he missed, other opportunities that didn't get done.
Good sign of a leader.
Great sign of a leader because they didn't win, and that's all he cares about.
From the 44, Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. The numbers for him from a week ago: 8 catches, 89 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
On 1st down, Carr. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. After the interception, here's Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Smith on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. To throw again on 2nd down, Smith. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Yeah, he's got it. Touchdown. Hunter Henry, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Aftershocks have taken a first-quarter lead.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Derek Carr getting ready to go again on offense. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Throwing on first down is Carr. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gray. 2nd and 4. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On play action, it's Carr. Got a man, it's Ricky Seals-Jones. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To throw, it's Carr. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. To throw his Carr. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
With it on the return now, here's Westbrook. And able to get this out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick the...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Geno now to throw. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now Geno on first down. Over the middle to Beckham. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. Smith now to throw. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. To the air again, Smith. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. And this offense on third down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Geno. And right side, Henry's got it. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 21.
They brought in the heavy set on third down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Got a man. It's Brown. 7 yards the pick up there. Throwing again on second down. Smith. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. So they need 2 yards here on third down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive. Here's Patterson. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Patterson on the carry. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. They'll try the air now with Smith. And it's caught. Touchdown. Eric Ebron. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Aftershocks are able to widen their advantage. And he's such a talented tight end. Just creates nightmarish tight matchups on the other side.
He's so good that when we say tight end, we're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You going to yell at me? You go cover him.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
We're there to make the tackle, Khalil Mack.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 25 on second down, Carr. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, it's Watts. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Throwing now is Carr. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Breaks a tackle. Kendall Fuller in on the stop. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On play action. Now Carr. He'll find Metcalf. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. Carr going to throw. This is caught. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from. Tight.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Point after here coming up. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now it's Smith. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Smith. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here's Jones. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Denver's offense ready to go again. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll run on first down. It's Watts, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Carr. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Complete to Jones. And he will have a Broncos first down, and he's going to have it by plenty, able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And he'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. To throw again on 2nd down, Carr. And that's caught left side, Seals Jones with it. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. From the gun, it's Carr. Now he's forced out left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On 2nd and goal. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. We're starting to get near the home stretch of this NFL season. It's Week 13, so let's get an update on what's going on. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium.
Hey, Charles, can you give me water? Jeez, Chuck, they cut off the halftime show again. Quicker than anticipated, ready for the start of the second half. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bronco offense ready to begin this 3rd quarter of play. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. 2nd down and 3. They'll try the left side. Watts. And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Watts. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Now a give right side. It's Watts. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
Now they'll throw with Carr. Touchdown, Broncos. Ricky Seals-Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Broncos have taken the lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. but now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed, way harder to cover than before.
Now the try here for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. That time a 6-play drive, and it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. With it on the return now, here's Westbrook. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Once more, they turn to Patterson. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Here's Smith. Over the middle here to Brown. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Well, part of their struggles in the first half was their inability to convert consistently on 3rd down. But how about this well-designed play? Gave himself plenty of options and able to get the hook up and keep the drive going.
On 1st down, it's Patterson. Ernest Jones there for the tackle. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. A shotgun snap for Smith, and caught by Henry. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. They run with Patterson. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And a short gain down to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Smith. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Second and 12. Smith. Complete. It's Henry. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Now Geno. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Oh, we're always talking about the athleticism we see from these guys on the field. How about the intelligence as well? He recognized that there was a screen pass on that one, broke off his pass rush, and got back to tackle the running back. That's great scouting and great reaction.
Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will tie things at 17 all. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Carr now on 1st down. Caught by Jones. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Again, it's Carr. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The home side once again ready to take over offensively. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. On first down, Smith. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Smith. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Montez Sweat has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
On 3rd down, Patterson. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
Well, they bring their punter out there now as he's on here to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Play action. Now it's Carr. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They'll run on first down. Watts. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And shedding through the tackle. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Carr. That's caught over the middle by Seals-Jones. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now Carr. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. A big win there defensively on 2nd and goal, a loss of 7, and it brings up 3rd.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack, but he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Carr. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
Good job. 6 yards. Brings up 4th down and goal.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This from 25 yards out. And this one is right through. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Patterson on the draw play. Dancing away at the 35 and up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 61 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Geno now to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Patrick Queen, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
To try again after the sack. Smith, he finds his target, Beckham. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Throwing is Smith. Escaping the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Odafe Owe in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
And they'll send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Jones on the return. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, That's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Watts, and he'll get this up to about the 40. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. On 1st down, it's Watts, and he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they take a knee. On 2nd down now, it's Watts. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Broncos, the playoffs may be out of reach, but the win gets them to 4-8 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.